It's entirely possible that my mic was muted the last time I was recording, so I might have screwed up. Anyway, we're going to go kill a dragon. We're going to kill specifically the red dragon back in World 1. But before we do that, we're going to run over to World 4 really quick. The Shrine of Storms. The island shrine of the Shadow Men, who worshipped storms and mourned the dead. Since the appearance of the flying storm beasts, the souls of the dead have been lured to the island by its demons, where they are revived by finding purchase in the bosoms of uninhabited skeletons. So that kind of gives you a clue. We're going to be fighting skeletons. Now, if you have played Dark Souls, you will be familiar with that rolling attack that the skeleton does. Basically, we want to try and trick him into doing a rolling attack again. And just like previous enemies, all you really have to do is walk around them to the right, and you can get a backstab on him. Man, 3 backstabs and he's still not dead. Yeah, these guys are kind of stuff. Hey, it's our first crafting material that's not a hardstone or a sharpstone. Bladestone shard. Shard of ore, damp with dew. Reinforces thrusting swords, curved swords, spears, and the like. Used to craft dexterity-dependent weapons that slash foes. Weapons can be reinforced by bladestones up to level 5. Oh, I forgot about that. I should have focused the camera on it. God damn it. So we want to kind of lure this guy down because there's an archer up there. You know, I've never done that before. I just wanted to see if that would work. Probably a little ill-advised. So on the left here there's another swordsman, and on the right there is an archer. And the archer is going to pelt us with arrows while we fight this guy. So I always try to lure this guy over here before I get a decent weapon. That really long build-up is a strong attack, but you can just walk around it like normal. And we got the backstab. And I'm going to risk doing that. And we got soul remains. Soul remains, I forget what these would be called in Dark Souls, but it's basically serves as bait. The echoes of the soul of an ancient hero that lingered where they were put to rest. Lures the soul deprived. So these soul remains, even though they're dropped by these skeletons will not go after them. But these double katana wielding guys with the red eyes, they will go after them. In fact, I think that pickup right there is more soul remains. I'm not actually going to fight this guy, but I will be picking up this little shiny in a second. Right after I kill a few more skeletons. Oh, I didn't want to lure him, but oh well. Sometimes I can get that archer down the stairs, and then this guy is not lured away. Okay, just gonna get him back here so don't have to deal with that archer. Oh, didn't get the backstab. Ah, that actually got my heart racing a little bit. I'm going to switch to magic, actually, and see if I can... Yeah. These guys are actually, they're more vulnerable to fire than magic, but magic will do more damage to them than just regular weaponry. So we've got 2 archers up there. You can see them just past the little flag, the banner. And this area has quite a few shinies in it. We're not going to pick up any of these shinies for now. We're just going to run forward, go through this fog wall. And hey, it's our old buddy the Vanguard Demon. So if you can't, if you're not good at fighting that guy in the tutorial, this is a really good place to practice against his moves. Just take out those archers, and there are some... Oh, there's a storm beast right there. Hey! I thought I was blocked by the wall. Those storm beasts that are flying around, they will also shoot things at you. So, and it's our first trap. Look at that. Traps are kind of hard to spot, but once you have triggered them, you will always know where they are. So this one is basically going to shoot 3 arrows out, but it's perfectly timed. If you're running forward, you can roll and get missed by the arrows. So I am going to equip those soul remains really quick because I just want to make sure this guy does not attack me. And there. We got what we came for. We can get the hell out of here. And, oh, why did I do that? Unequip the soul remains because I'm not going to use them again for a while. And head back to the Nexus. So it's one small annoying thing is that to move from world to world, you have to return to the Nexus first. At a certain point, we will unlock the ability to just teleport anywhere we want, but we don't have it yet. So to kill the dragon, we have to go to the Lord's Path. And we're basically going to explore the Lord's Path. And I'm going to switch out my weapon for the Crescent Falchion. Falchion? I don't know how to pronounce that word. I learned it from reading because I'm a nerd. So the crescent weapons will scale with magic. You'll see that there's a magic A scaling there. This is just a standard curved sword. It does cause bleeding. But it does have a huge magic boost compared to the physical attack of the scimitar we were using. So I probably should have switched to this as soon as I picked it up. And we got a couple of hoplites here. I guess you could farm these guys for the hoplite shield too. I kind of forgot that they were here because I usually just run past them. But you'll notice we are doing a lot more damage to these guys than we normally do. And none of them dropped a hoplite shield. There are 2 more right over here. Even just hitting them from the front, where they're heavily armored, does a lot of damage with this weapon. So it's a pretty good boost, especially since I sunk so many points into magic. So we picked up throwing knives and some more half moon grass. I'm just going to look at the throwing knives really quick. A knife balanced for throwing, aim and throw to attack. If you've played a lot of Dark Souls 3, you've probably used throwing knives quite a bit. I don't think I have ever used them in Demon Souls. We have one last shiny down here, and hey,
over here. It's me, Ostrava.
Our old pal.
Look at me. Again, fenced in by enemies. Could you assist me one last time? Clear out the soldiers blocking this passage, if it please you. The Lord's Path, just over there, is now a feeding ground for dragons. Have your wits about you.
And there's an unknown hero soul. I don't think he says anything else. Yeah, don't have the option to talk to him. And now the red dragon is basically guarding this bridge. And right after he sets it on fire, you want to come running down here. And I'm just going to pick this up really quick. Some more crescent moon grass. And I'm going to stand here until the dragon clears out this bridge. So, remember what I said about going around corners? You can always pull out your photo mode, and you can see, hey, there's a guy, there's no other guys. And I don't think I can get the camera around. Yeah, I can get the camera around. There's another guy up there. Wow. Only hit me once, but that did a lot of damage. I don't know why he didn't attack me. That's so weird. The wooden catalyst. And an unknown hero soul. So I am actually going to switch to the wooden catalyst. I think it's just slightly more powerful than the silver catalyst. It has the same scaling, magic scaling, as the silver catalyst. It doesn't have a strength requirement for some strange reason. But I think it does give like a slight damage boost. So it's like one more point of damage. So actually, we're not going to kill the dragon quite yet. I have a trick for killing the dragon, and I don't have the item I need for the trick. So we're going to go free Ostrava first. We are pretty much going to explore the Lord's Path up to the first fog wall of this area while we kill the dragon. And we're not going to go kill the boss of this area yet. There are archers hidden in the darkness. Ah! Bad timing on my part. I dropped a soldier's lotus. And we get our Gash resistance ring. I'm just going to take a look at it really quick. Increases resistance to bleeding. So this is primarily a PvP item. If you think you're going to be going up against people who have bleed weapons, this is a pretty good thing to equip. Soft ring bearing a bright red seal. Crafted by Jerry, known for his magic handicrafts. Seal depicts a gash. I don't think I've ever actually used it. I don't do a lot of PvP. Blue Eye Knight Cuirass. Let's take a look at it really quick. That's the easiest way. So this is a gender-neutral piece of equipment. Very heavy. A lot of durability. Much higher defenses than we currently have. The cuirass of the Boletarian Knights is emblazoned with the image of the sun as proof of their commission from the king. Using Stone Fang's hardened armor, it is heavier and stronger than a regular cuirass. I guess you probably could wear it if you're doing Fashion Souls. It'll put me over my equip burden, so I'm not going to put it on.
Thank you. That's twice now. time to forge ahead. This is a token of my gratitude. Please accept it.
Dark moon grass.
This is bad. Not a single person left. Why on earth? How did this happen, noble father?
I think that's all he says. Yeah, that's all he says. And that is also kind of a clue. Ostrava is the son of King Elant, I believe. I think he says that more explicitly later on, but... So we're going to continue on in this tunnel. There's going to be a couple more guys that we fight down here. Another guy hiding around the corner. And there's a guy in the darkness right here as well. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, look at that. I'm going to die. Well, Demon Souls is harsh but fair, and I made a stupid mistake. Okay. Backtracking and running back. Those are the two things you're going to be doing a lot of in Demon Souls. Yep, gotta increase my endurance. Increasing my endurance will give me more run time. So, where's the dragon? Here he is. And we're going to have him take out the guys on this bridge now as well. I think... Yep, that pike guy is... Oof! Almost killed me. Seems really aggressive. Well, he's probably just upset that I killed him last time. So... Hey, there are my souls! I think that's the first time I've ever died from falling off of that area. I don't even remember what I picked up there. Oh well. So... There are 5 of these dogs up this way, and this is exactly what we want to do. We're going to pull one of them at a time. We do not have a bow, so you want to walk very slowly until you see the movement. And I'm just going to zoom in as much as possible. You can see the last 3 dogs of the 5 up there. So let's take a step forward, pull another dog. Sometimes I can time it right. I can get the sword swing in before the attack lands, but shit, I pulled both of them. But I killed both of them, so that's good. Crescent moon grass. And it's our old friend, the Dregling merchant.
Ah, we meet again. Fancy that. Hope you find something that suits you.
So now he does have some new items in his inventory. He's got the claymore and the broadsword, and I think he's got a new item here, the late moon grass. I think that's a new item. I think the pine resin is new too, because I don't remember seeing that before. I could be wrong. But the claymore and the broadsword are the big things. If you like bigger weapons, then these are good for you. I tend to like just long swords.
I'm sure you'll turn things around.
Oh, you know what? I think he said something new here,
All right.
too.
It is the end of Great Hell. The big
Bat.
lizard thingy. The king led it back to us, along with those wretched demons. That monster leaves a trail of charred carcasses, which is great for business, of course. But unless you're a scavenger like me, you'd better stay clear. It is the end of hell. That monster, but unless you're a...
Yep, he just repeats those. And there is... Okay, so there is a shiny behind him there in that corridor. I don't know if I can get the camera past here. Nope, that's where it stops. But we won't be able to access that area for quite a while. So going up at the second tower along the bridge. And using the photo mode, I can show you those are the 4 archers where the dragon killed everybody. So it's our first bow, the compound short bow. So you need a strength of 18 to wield this thing because it's a compound bow. And it scales primarily with strength as well as dexterity. We are not actually going to use it. I'm going to put it into my inventory. We're not going to use it as a weapon, but we are going to use its aiming capabilities. So I'm going to run back to the first tower. And just as a side note, I think we have as many souls right now as we... Oh, that freaked me out. Ostrava walking around. Come on, let me through here. I think we have as many souls right now as we did after defeating the Phalanx demon. Get rid of those archers. Okay, so standing right about here, you're going to want to pull up... You're going to want to pull up the bow and then line up the lower right-hand corner of that aiming reticule with that stone buttress with the blue banner. I always put it right there. And then I switch to my spell. Also, keep the crescent sword in your right hand, because the crescent sword, combined with your fragrant ring, they both regenerate your magic points, so that you basically will not run out of magic while shooting this guy. And this is going to take some time. I'm not editing this, obviously. I'm just broadcasting it. So we're just going to shoot this guy until he dies. I think he's got 1,200 hit points. I don't actually remember. Oh, I'm also not even wearing the fragrant ring. Look at that. I was like, my magic points are going down. What's going on? So yeah, I did look up character tendency. Actually, your character tendency turns white every time you defeat an invading Black Phantom. So you have to play online. You have to play online basically to do that. However, there are 5 unique NPC Black Phantoms that will help raise your character tendency up, because every time you kill one of them, your character tendency moves 1 step closer to pure white. There's 5 of them total. which means that if your character tendency is pure black, you have to go through 2 full playthroughs of the game in order to get it back to pure white. And that's only if you're not playing online. If you're playing online, you'll have people invading you when you're in body form, or maybe you just want to do duels between friends. I've certainly had friends summoned in as Black Phantoms to help me move my character back to pure white before. There's definitely always an element of these games that is cooperative as well as competitive. I guess it's not really a competition if someone invades you, but you know, if you're primarily playing for the story, or you just want to get all the trophies and get everything, then I recommend for the most part playing offline. That being said, there are really good online features. Sorry, every time that dragon roars, I just feel like stopping and they're like, oh yeah, he's got something to say. I've heard that before. Come on. Say something new, buddy. Too early. I really wish that the timing on that dragon swooping down was longer so that I could get 2 shots off. But yeah, I think this takes about 10 minutes, so I don't blame you if you want to skip ahead. For the most part, I'm just going to be doing this. You know what? I will talk about Dark Souls a little bit. The whole Dark Souls franchise and Demon Souls, I did not play these games when they all first came out. When Demon Souls first came out, I was really interested in it. I really wanted to try it, but everything that I read in video game magazines and online about the multiplayer aspect kind of turned me off, because I'm not, well, for a really long time I was not a big multiplayer guy. I really liked single-player adventures, like the BioWare RPGs, the original Grand Theft Auto games, GTA 3, GTA Vice City. Those were my bread and butter. So I really liked everything that I heard about Demon Souls, but I just kind of avoided it because I was like, well, everybody says the game's way too hard, and I don't want to play a really difficult game while people are invading me and trying to kill me. And I really should have given the game a chance, because it's a lot of fun. The first time that I played Dark Souls, my younger brother-in-law basically let me play his copy of it, and he watched me play it, and it took me like 45 minutes to get past the Asylum Demon in the first level, and I was so frustrated. And I finally got to the Firelink Shrine and was like, I don't need to play this game ever again. But the game it sat with me. It sat in my brain, and I kept thinking, I'll go back to it and I'll give it another shot at some point. I kept thinking in the back of my head, like, if other people can beat this game, then surely I can beat this game. And I bought a copy of it pretty cheap at a used game store, and eventually picked it back up. And when I picked it back up, I fought the Asylum Demon and beat him on my first try, and I was so elated and happy. I was like, wow! Haven't played the game in 5 years, and suddenly I got good at it. I didn't know what happened, and just spent the next few months playing Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3. Moved on to Bloodborne, and now we have the PS5, and I have Demon Souls. I have Demon Souls on the PS3 as well, but I've actually never finished it. They took the servers offline before I could get to the old monk fight, and the old monk fight is a PvP fight. So I just never finished it on that console. Let's see. What else could I talk about? Now that I have the dragon down to less than half health, I have not played Sekiro yet. Sekiro is the only FromSoft game that I haven't played, other than Elden Ring. I'm only doing this to kill time until Elden Ring comes out. I literally have nothing to play. I don't want to buy anything either. I'd rather just wait for Elden Ring to come out and keep playing Demon Souls. So there's a weapon we're going to be getting. We'll probably get the weapon after our first playthrough, or maybe we need to go through the game twice. And it's a pretty powerful weapon if your character has pure white character tendency, or if it has pure black character tendency. I tend to stay with pure white because you just get better bonuses. If you're at pure white tendency, then your attack power is increased when you're in soul form, and your attack power when you get summoned as a blue phantom is also increased. I think killing the dragons is probably the most tedious part of these games, because it's not a challenge. It's super easy. It's just a question of lining up the shot and then waiting for him to keep swinging by. This is one of those situations that if you were playing a tabletop role-playing game, the DM would just say, okay, fine, you kill him. It takes 10 minutes. Whatever. Let's move on to the next scene. But video games, as much as they like to emulate tabletop RPGs, can never really quite simulate tabletop RPGs. Oh, he's getting pretty low. I'm gonna guess that I probably only have to shoot him maybe 8 or 9 more times. When he gets really low, I'm gonna try and watch. There's like a unique animation of him dying. Oh, yeah, he's getting there. Maybe only 2 more? Didn't know if I got that. Oh, yeah, he's dead. Because we were doing 24 damage to him. And then that last shot did 16. The small-scaled flame demon soul. Soul of the Crimson Drake Demon. Doesn't really say anything else. So, that's pretty much it. I am going to get everything off of the bridge, but remember those 4 archers that are over at the second tower? I want to attack them from behind, so that's why I attuned the cloak spell earlier. turning around. Oh! Got them all! That's what I like to see. Okay, so we are not going to go through this fog wall, actually. Because we're just collecting all of these shinies. A lot of crescent moon grass, probably. Hey, look, another Dregling shield. Unknown warrior soul. Renowned hero soul. The spiked shield. This is a pretty fun weapon, actually. Shield with numerous spikes on the face, intended for attacking. The spikes can pierce the enemy. A rare weapon that sees little use in actual combat. This is a dex scaling weapon, actually. So the damage that it does scales with dex. Oh, you know what? I think... It does 100% physical damage resistance. So it is a pretty useful little shield. I have never used it, though. And I think I've seen people use it in PvP, but yeah, I've never used it myself. Winged spear. So I'm going to take a look at that. There's some part of me that just feels like I got to get off the bridge. I think because I've died so many times on the bridge. So the winged spear is primarily a dex scaling weapon. It functions similar to the rapier in that I think you can have a shield up while you attack with it. A long spear with winged lugs near the tip. Spears function as rapiers. Hey, look at that, with a longer reach. They have a narrow attack range but deal heavy damage. And if you look at our soul count, we got a lot of souls from that red dragon. We had about 3,000, and now we've got 11,000. Oh yeah, I didn't kill these guys before. Let's just kill these guys. Maybe we'll get a hoplite shield. Oh! That'd be funny if one of these guys killed me. Nope, no hoplite shield. And then we're going to head back to the Nexus and spend some of these souls. Oh, and the Candle Maiden has moved over here. People mostly call her the Maiden in Black. I have always just called her the Candle Maiden because that's what Stockpile Thomas calls her. So...
Thou seekest the power of the soul, no? Then touch the demon inside me. Soul of the mind.
So how much can we get here? Oh, look at that. We can get 7 levels. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put it all in Vitality, because Vitality, I'm going to raise up to 15, and I'm not ever going to have it past 15. You'll notice that our hit points are going to increase by about 100, which means that in soul form, we're going to get 50 more hit points. Our item burden will also increase, which doesn't really affect too much. It just means we can carry more stuff with us. And the next time I come back here, I'll be increasing my endurance.
May thy strength.
You know what? I have 1,000. Maybe I'll just go pick up another spell. I was kind of hoping I could get enchant weapon, but whatever. We have to pick all these spells up eventually if we want to get all the spells, right? So I'll just pick up Flame Toss.
Be careful how you use it. Normally, it would not be granted to
I'm going to use 2 of those actually,
Are you
and
begging for a magic?
pick up Familiar's Prank. Let's get out of the way.
How you use it. Normally,
And
It's betray your souls.
repair all of our equipment
You come back
since we
alive.
died,
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on you.
and check in with Stockpile Thomas. So I'm going to deposit all that Dark Moon Grass, Soldier's Lotus, drop all these souls. I'm going to keep 1 of each soul type in here. Oh, and pretty much consume the rest of them. Drop all of this stuff down. Heavy arrow. Drop the Gash ring. And that's pretty much it. All right, I'm burning this down to 26.
You have a heart.
And look at that. We got 900 souls. We need 2,300 to get to our next level. And Ostrava is now in the Nexus.
Before the Blight, Boletaria was a grand kingdom. The king, his knights, and his subjects were modest and plain, but also steadfast and compassionate. I have spent much time in my studies in the cultured countries of the south, yet no country holds my heart as does Boletaria. But look at what has become of us now. I refuse to believe that this is what Father wished for our great land.
So I think that pretty explicitly says right there that he's the son of the king.
Here in Boletaria, we speak of the legend of the two swords and the solitary hero. The two swords are Demonbrand and Soulbrand. One sword banishes that which befouls man, and the other banishes man himself. The solitary hero is old King Doran. King Doran is the Everlasting One, founder of Boletaria and protector of the two swords. Of course, only according to legend. But in the dark state of our land, sometimes legends are all we have.
And I think he just repeats that at this point.
But in the dark state...
Yeah. So, that is it. We killed the dragon, and the next time you're here, we're going to go into the Stone Fang Tunnel. Thanks for watching.